Wow, what a goal. What a goal by Johan Gouffran. What an absolute outstanding piece of technique. We'll come on to Gouffran's strike in a minute, but what a goal that was. So the key talking points at first half, well, obviously Newcastle go in at half-time at the iPro Stadium, 1-0 up against Derby, of course. We're just going to quickly chat about the incidents in the first half, a couple of penalty incidents that Derby been shouting on. So we'll start off in the second minute. Derby started really well. A lot of the play was coming from the left flank. If you noticed when I did mention Anya in a couple of videos now that he is the threat, and I think looking at the first half, it's all been down their left side. On the other flank, Gouffran and Dummett defensively doing magnificent work because none of the play is coming from that side. But literally 2 minutes gone. Derby thought they had scored when Anya was played through and he squared it and then he tapped it in, but it was clearly offside. I wouldn't say a mile, it was like a couple of yards offside, but it was the right decision. So a few people who were saying that the stand-in referee who was coming in, Bond, shaken not stirred, was coming in, we're going to be a bit worried, but his decisions I feel have been spot on so far in my opinion. And then 12 minutes later they had like another penalty shout as well. This time was Olsen who he turned Vernon Anita, but to be fair, Vernon Anita was just like that. He just stood his ground, you know. Olsen hit him rather than Anita hitting him. That was never a penalty either. So there's two penalty shouts in this game. That was the first one. That was never a penalty in my eyes. It wasn't. And then Newcastle started to grow into the game a little bit more. They're starting to have a bit more possession. I still feel like they're quite still defensively, but I think this is how Rafa's set it up. And it was about the 16th minute when Dwight Gale had a shot and dragged it wide. The first real attempt that Newcastle had in that first half. It wasn't the greatest shot in the world, but it went wide. But the signs were there. Shelby starting to pick up the ball a little bit more. Mo Diarmi was getting on the ball a little bit more. It seems that Newcastle's play is starting to come from the central, moving to the right. And then on the 20th minute, what a fucking goal this was. It was just an outstanding piece of... I just can't get out of it. I mean, the cross had come. Shelby picked it up from the cross. It was a deep one, and I thought, it's an overhit ball. And then Gouffran just comes and then just fucking smashes it bottom corner. I'm like, fuck me. Pardon about me French. I put it on Twitter, and obviously people have been retweeting it, and it's some goal. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to try and show you it right now on my phone as well. But it was some fucking strike. I can't get out of that Gouffran. I was like, fuck me. Fucking hell, because I'm busy doing a live reaction video as well, as a separate video as well. But, fuck me, what a goal. Where did that come from? I'm going to blow this up. So I'm going to press play. And hopefully, if you can see, I apologise if you can it, but that was some goal. Outstanding goal that was, wasn't it? So apologise if you cannot say that clearly, because I know on Google Hangouts it does drag a little bit, you know. But and then they had another penalty shout at the half time. Nothing really happened between, well, a couple of incidents, but the main talking point was on the stroke of half time where Bryson lost control of the ball. The ball was going out, and then he was shouting on that Colback had clipped him on the back. To be fair, I couldn't see it, judging by the replays. They're going through it now on Sky as I speak. I couldn't see any contact at all, and if it was any contact, the ball was way out of play anyway. So it was never a penalty. Both the penalties in my eyes were never penalties. Then Newcastle, how they're setting up, it's all right. I think I'm just a little bit worried. I think the second goal would be key. Newcastle look very defensive. I've seen Dwight Gale a couple of times shout on, do this to come out. So we're sitting very defensively. We are going to see a lot of changes from Derby second half. We are expecting to see the likes of Tom Ince, maybe another striker comes on as well. Newcastle changed as well. I think we will see Mitrovic at some point to hold the ball up, because I think Dwight Gale is still quite isolated. I know he's just had the one shot, but he is quite isolated. I think Mitrovic coming on will hold it up and bring the play, and that will help Newcastle keep possession a little more. Let me know again what you think in the comments down there below. I'll be back at full time for a quick reaction for the second half. See you later.